Hello and welcome everyone again. Today I'm gonna present you a 2000 Mercedes-Benz E200 CDI W210 saloon. I'm gonna first show you around the exterior as well as the interior, and then I'm gonna give you some key facts about technical and general information. This particular one is finished in brillant silver metallic. It's a facelift model, so one of the last. This one, the W210, was produced between 95 and 2002. This one is from 2000. As you can see, it's in superb conditions, so no rust, no dents. The color is still in fantastic condition. It had only one previous owner, an older gentleman, and this was my personal car actually, but it's a brilliant example. This is actually the classic version, so the entry level. That means it has a very low amount of equipment and features, but still more than enough for daily drive. It's on 15-inch winter tires, Bridgestone. I still haven't set the summer tires on alloy wheels, but as you can see, this one is fantastic. So this is still the first paint, no issues at all. It still looks brand new, so well-maintained car. It has around 186,000 kilometers, so I suppose it's like around 110,000 miles. But people who know these cars know that these things last forever. So it's the OM611 engine, 22DE, so 2.2 liter diesel engine. But these engines are practically indestructible. We have remote keys, unlock it, and then let's have a look at the interior. I'm going to first show you the rear. It's finished in anthracite, so it's no leather, it's anthracite material, but very comfortable. So mostly the classic edition only has these anthracite and no leather seats, but surprisingly these are very comfortable, especially the rear seats. They have plenty of leg room and headroom, so it really does its job more than enough. So there is really, when you have this, you will not actually think of an S-Class, but still it's more than enough and spacious. It's 4 meters, 4.8 meters long, so it's a very long car, a long hood. Let's hop in. What I like especially most about these older Mercedes-Benz cars, the material. You don't have this feeling of the current models really after end of 2010. I mean, even if you look at the door or if you shut the door, it's so tanky. Listen to that. The door feels really rock solid, so still after 22 years, you really see no wear and tear, and still it's just has amazing build quality, and this one really stands out. So Mercedes-Benz and BMW, especially the era of the 90s, they're just excellent. As you can see, this is the classic version, so there is really not much when it comes to features and equipment. What I like though is that it has the quite rare 6-speed manual. So normally the W210s are all mostly in automatic, but this one I was lucky enough to get a manual one. It's 6 speed, so the automatic would have 5 speed. You have, yeah, of course, unfortunately, you have no CD player, so it's still the cassette player, radio. You have here the climate control. Normally you would have here these heated seats, so buttons for seat heating, but still that's not the case. You have the hazards. You have here, oh yeah, this is I think for, yeah, the rear headrest. So if you press this one, these ones should fold in. Oh, you have to first. So you stick the key here, ignition on, and then when you press this button, these red headrests will fold in. There we go. Yeah, so it has, of course, electric windows, all on 4 seats. It has ESP, electric mirrors, adjustable, and what else? It's, yeah, one great aspect of this one, it has a glass sunroof. By pressing the button here, let's see. I rarely use this one, but as you can see, after 22 years, no issues at all. Everything works perfect, all features. You have also lots of storage. The armrest leather is huge. You can store many things here. I have 2 perfumes set here, and also many other things. Let's have a look. I should be really, yeah, you can fit so many things here. So as you can see, huge amount of space. It has also rear on the doors. It has storage, so on the sides where you can put also many things. Glove box. It has the book inside. Unfortunately, I don't think that cup holders were included in the W210. Might be special option in the elegance or avant-garde versions. Yeah, it has no xenon, so everything is really basic. So it's classic. The classic line really keeps it simple, but still, it was more than enough for me. So as a daily driver, of course, I would appreciate leather seats, avant-garde version, automatic, and a bit stronger engine. This one actually is the E200 CDI, so it has 116 horsepower, 2.2 liter engine, but it's not really the best performance, but still 0 to 62 miles, so 0 to 100 kilometers, you need approximately 12.5 seconds, so it's quite slow, but it does still 200 kilometers per hour as a top speed, so it's quite good for its performance and for its power. An awesome thing about this car is that due to the fact that it's a 2.2 diesel engine, the mileage is amazing. So it does, in the city you can get around 6.5 liters, and on the highway I even managed to get 4.3 liters per 100 kilometers. So you really have to translate it to the English or US UK versions. So mileage is amazing. With a full tank, I can get around. Once I managed to even get around 1,200 kilometers. So the range is just amazing for its age and considering the fact that it's a very heavy car. So on the steering, you can actually display many information such as your mileage since start. So I've done 5.4 liters today within 42 kilometers, so it's quite good. You even see after having reset, so I haven't reset since I've been traveling for 3,185 kilometers, so that's quite a lot. and I've done on average 5.3 liters, but still you have to keep in mind that I was also 40% in the city and 60% on the highway, so considering these facts, that this is quite a very efficient car, so it's an awesome mileage. And you can see if there are any issues by pressing these symbols down. And yeah, this one has 187,000 kilometers. But as I said, those of you who know about these cars, of course, the W210 is not as... it's not a W123, the legendary 123, but still these engines are indestructible. So I would say one of the last engines of Mercedes-Benz that would last basically forever. So you can even get around 500,000 kilometers without any issues. These engines are really tank solid. Okay, so finally let's start the engine and let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna close the sunroof. And let's have it here on the 4-cylinder 2.2 liter cylinder engine. Excellent. So you can see, even after 22 years, the 2.2 liter diesel engine still runs fantastic. But of course, you still need to take good care and regularly check, of course, the oil. And you have to be careful that you don't drive with these around in the city, mainly just for picking up, you know, your groceries. These things really should be driven for long distances. So once you start, you should at least drive around 10 minutes. So it's very important to let these things, let the engine warm up and then also cold again. Once you do these, nothing can actually go wrong. So it's a very reliable engine. The 2.2 liter 4-cylinder. Let's have a look. Brilliant. Let's have a look at the hood. Sorry. There you go. The CDI 4-cylinder engine. Tank solid, really. Runs still so smooth. No issues at all. The water cooler is here. So huge. Finally, I'd like to give you also a few information about these cars that you need to watch out for. Of course, those of you who know, one of the biggest problem with these W210 is rust. So unfortunately they rust endlessly, especially in countries like Germany or the UK, where the roads are salty, lots of rain. So you really need to take care of rust once you see it, so take care of it as soon as possible. This one also had rust, but the owner took care of it. I also know that Mercedes secretly in around 2007 recalled all of them and changed the entire side skirts. But rust is the biggest issue, so like the S-Class, SLK, E-Class and C-Class of the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, they tend to rust immensely. Other than that, as I say, this engine is rock solid, like any other engines of the W210, really. So the petrol engines are also quite good. But one common issue I could research about the diesel is that the injectors tend to do issues if you don't take care of them properly. So at around 150,000 above, and they can be quite expensive. So the injectors, to replace each injector, I think would cost around 500 euros here in Germany if you do it professionally. So that's the thing that you need to watch out for. But other than that, it's just a fantastic car. There are many color choices, but if you really want to get the one of the best with good value, you probably should stick to avant-garde or elegance versions and try to see if you want the diesel, you should get the E220 or E320, the 6-cylinder diesels, or any of the petrol engines, preferably of course 6-cylinder and above, so then nothing can really go wrong. It's gonna be of course quite difficult to find a well-maintained 8-cylinder E430 or the AMGs. Probably gonna be impossible, but the good ones you should find around 5,000 euros. You will find very good examples. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you liked my video. Please leave a comment and let me know if you need to know anything else. Hope to see you again. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.